Newt Gingrich went on Tucker Carlson's show. Now, the conversation started with the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that just passed. That was the genesis of this conversation, the spark of this conversation. Then they took it in a really, really weird direction.
I got to wonder, though, and your analysis makes total sense, and you ran the House, so you know how it works. But I just wonder the motive behind the things that they want. You said they want to get the stuff they want up front, makes total sense. But all the things that they want hurt the country in measurable ways. We're energy independent. They want us not to be. They want to totally destroy our control over the border. They're letting foreign nationals roam the country unimpeded with COVID. Like, why would you want those things?
Yeah, I mean, I just did a tweet this afternoon saying if there's a problem with COVID in Texas, it's not Governor Abbott. It's Biden's illegals. And we just had to call them. These are Biden's illegals coming in the country, no public health check. I mean, even back in the 1880s, we had public health checks if you came to America. But here's, Tucker, I really admire your show. I really think you're remarkably trenchant in your insights. But I just want to offer you a thought. They don't want to protect your America. Yeah. They want to create an alternative America. It's an America of racial, deep inequality in an anti-white and, by the way, anti-Asian basis. It's an America in which transgender dominates Christianity and Judaism. It's an America in which they want to actually pass a bill to create a permanent machine, just like California, Chicago, and New York. And that's not, so when you and I talk about why would they do this for America, it's because they really want a radically different country. And they really, as I just proved with Dr. Seuss, they really despise America.
Man, that's not democracy as we've defined it at all. And I appreciate your analysis.
Dumbest conversation you can ever imagine. With these guys, it always comes back to, you just hate America, bro. Why do you hate America? Stop hating America. They don't think about how dumb that is. Even when I'm talking to people who are giant ideological enemies, I grant them the basic position that, unless proven otherwise, they believe the things they're saying, and in their mind, they think their proposals would help improve the country. That's how adults engage in conversation and dialogue. They're so dumb and so in their own right-wing bubble, their far right-wing bubble, that they don't even do that. They just feel, everybody who disagrees with me on the left just hates America, bro. They just hate America. That's what it is. It's obvious. They just hate the country. That's what it is. Is that really a satisfying answer to you? Are you really comfortable with that? But listen, when you're a complete and utter partisan hack, it is. Because you're not actually interested in a dialogue or a discussion or understanding somebody. You just want to, jerk yourself off all day about how morally superior you are and about how the others are just bad people and they want bad things. It's so childish. But did you notice something there? They ended up back at the culture war. What did I tell you? The original conversation was about the Democrats' agenda, what just passed, the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. That was the conversation. Then they ended up with Dr. Seuss. He ended up saying, transgenderism dominates Christianity and Judaism. What are you talking about? So he had nowhere to go. He couldn't discuss the merits of that relief bill, so he went right to, the Democrats are anti-white, they're anti-Asian, transgenderism is dominating religion like Christianity and Judaism, and Dr. Seuss, look what they're trying to cancel, Dr. Seuss. This is unbelievable. Do you have anything to say about what's actually in that $1.9 trillion bill? You don't. Here, let me enlighten you. $1,400 stimulus checks per person. $300 a month unemployment. $3,000 per child tax credit. Rent assistance. Help for small businesses. Saving over 1 million people's pensions. Saving pensions for working Americans. Now, listen, the bill's got problems. I think the check should have been $2,000 because they promised $2,000. I think the $15 minimum wage had to be in there because they ran on $15 minimum wage being in there and they promised they'd get it. They didn't get it in there. There's stuff to criticize, but the criticisms are from the left. He literally can't even discuss the topic at hand, and he reverts back to, My opponents hate America, and let me tell you more about Dr. Seuss and transgenderism. Guys, they have nothing. The far right has nothing. They have nothing that appeals to regular people, and so they have to talk about the culture war because that's the only battleground where they feel like they have a point. Isn't that something? I think that's astounding. And by the way, even the so-called populist right Republicans are total frauds, complete fakes. Josh Hawley didn't support a $15 minimum wage. No Republicans supported the $15 minimum wage. 8 Democrats defected, and fucking shame on them. But there were 0 Republicans looking out for working Americans. None of them. This bill cut child poverty in half. No Republicans supported it. None. They can't discuss the merits, so they just pivot to the culture war. And Tucker with his fucking fake populism, where's that all of a sudden now? Now all he's got is Dr. Seuss and transgenderism, and, oh, Democrats must hate America, or whatever the fuck. Because they're totally empty. They're banal, they're stale, they say nothing interesting, and they're just parroting their goofy culture war talking points. If you enjoy this, I don't even know what to say to you.